Hey, let's go. I bet most of y'all never heard this one. Hey, summer vibes. It's getting warmer out. Let's go. Hey. It's gonna be a ratchet summer out there. It's gonna be a ratchet summer. Hey. This is the What's That Noise podcast. I'm gonna let this rock a little bit. I like this song. This is 𝗀𝗶𝗵, by the way. Hey, welcome back. This is the What's That Noise podcast. We're here. We're ready. We ready for y'all. We ready for y'all today. This is the What's That Noise podcast, episode 14. 14. Sheesh. We doing this. Hey, get your groove on, y'all. Get the vibes going, okay? It's all about the vibes. It's always about the vibes. Gotta make sure the vibes is right. Let's go. Hey, let's get this thing started. This is episode 14. I'm your host, Keith Johnson. Actually, I'm gonna start going by KJ now. So this is your host, KJ. This is the What's That Noise podcast. We're back in this. I missed you guys. We got stuff to talk about, things to complain about, things to unpack, riveting things to unpack. Now, we got a lot going on today, y'all. I feel like I'm loud. Let me turn me down a little bit. We got a lot to talk about today. Everybody, it's getting warmer out. We're out here. We're doing our dang thing. My YouTube people, the setup looks a little bit different, I know. But it's still the same. The setup's a little different, but we're still the same over here. Woo, we got a lot to talk about. It's getting hot in the streets. First and foremost, let me get you guys to the hottest podcast here in my house. The hottest podcast in the streets. The hottest podcast in upstate New York. Just kidding. Welcome back. I want to start off by saying I was wrong. It's the hardest thing to ever admit, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong about a statement I made. What statement is that, you ask, huh? I was wrong about TikTok. What could I say? I was wrong about TikTok. It hurts. It really does hurt. It hurts me to say that because I was really adamant about not being a TikToker. So you know me, I started playing around with TikTok. I seen you guys posting your videos and, you know, a lot of them are funny. A lot of them aren't. Let's be real. But a lot of them are funny, though. I appreciate those. Keep posting them, sending them to me. Do all the things you guys, you know, continue to do, please. But it got me a little, like, antsy to try and do a couple videos, you know. I don't have that many people on there, so follow me if you can. Follow your boy if you can. It's the same as everything else on my TikTok, my social media. So Keith Johnson, I believe, or KJ. I'm trying to change all my stuff to KJ, so we'll keep you posted on that. Guys, I love it. You can be so creative on there. You can do so many different things. You can put things on draft, which I didn't know, and come back and finish it, and you can do all that stuff, man. And I'm so appreciative and cool about it. Hey, I'm about to get on TikTok right now, so we're gonna do this live and on the show while we're recording. Let's get back to it. Let me see if I can pull up my draft. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I'm still trying to. Let's see if we can do this. Guys, we're live on episode. I don't know. We're live on episode 14. I just did a little TikTok thing. Make sure you guys check that out. But I was wrong. It can be used for so many different marketing ideas, marketing tools, to connect with people, funny videos, all that stuff. I was completely wrong. You guys got that one. I'll give you that one. But I won't say this too often, man, that you guys are right. But I'll give it to you. Hey, man, you guys are out there on vacay. You're out there shopping. Them stimmies is hitting right now. Shout out the stimmies. Shout out the stimmy, baby. Y'all out there stimulated. Who's getting stimulated right now? Those $1,400 stimmy checks are hitting. It's almost a weekend. If you're hearing this, it's the weekend. Don't spend it all in one place. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I know when I get my stimmy, I'm going to invest in whatever we're doing here. You know, we got a new setup now. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you. Every last view counts. But you can see we got a little different setup. Let me know how you guys like it. We're not on the couch anymore. Well, for now, for this episode, we're not on the couch. But if you guys can see behind me, I need a picture. I need like a big picture that is unique, that represents what we're doing here on this podcast. And I need you guys' help. I'm asking for your help. Please point me into the right direction to find a artist or a website or an Etsy that does something of that nature so that I can support and get a picture back here, because it's very bland in here. It's very bland in here. But yeah, man, I see you guys out there in Miami and Tulum, wherever you are. I see you guys having a good time, and we deserve it. We've been on lockdown for almost 2 years now, and I think all of us are fed up with it. And I get that. I am too. I definitely am fed up with it. It seems like we're headed in the right direction with this COVID situation. There's like, I think there were 16 or 17 states that were opening up. But wait a minute, buddy. Wait a minute, buddy. If you get a chance, take a look at the list of the states that are open. Now, fully open, no mask. They said that the businesses can open at 100% capacity. Take a look at the states that are on that list. Let me pull it up, actually. Let me pull up the states real quick, because it's insane, the states that are on this list. What I call them are the forgotten states. That's what I saw them as, the forgotten states. You know what I mean? So let me give me 1 second. That are open. And what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the states that are actually open? Because I saw Texas. I think Texas was like the first state to do it. And it doesn't, shock me, surprise me, none of that stuff. But some of these states, it was like Iowa, and it was like, what else was there? There was Iowa, there was like Idaho. It basically was the states that are the forgotten states. And I say that in the most respectful way, but it is. It really is. Besides Florida, Georgia, things of that nature, those states that were on there, there was like Montana and things like that. So kudos to you guys are out there. If you're ready to open, sure. If you do not want to, catch COVID or put anyone at risk, and you live in one of these states and you do not want to, adhere by those rules, then continue wearing your mask. Don't worry about it. Do your own thing. I'm sure you'll be all right. But it's just letting us know that we're moving in the right direction. These states starting to open is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence at all. Everything's about to start opening. The vaccinations are going out. Have you gotten your vaccination yet? I have not, but I do plan on getting it eventually. So don't judge me. Don't hate on me, guys. I do plan on getting the vaccination, because I do believe once everything opens that it will be a requirement to participate in activities such as concerts, which I was never a concert guy before this pandemic, but I have the certain urge to go and see a concert. I feel like that once everything starts to open up as far as concerts, that it will be an amazing experience to go see a concert. I haven't decided who I'm going to see yet. If you guys got any input or you want to tag along with me, let's plan a trip. Let's go let's go see a concert. Let's see a bunch of people if we can. But I'm ready. I've been to one concert in my life, and that was back in 2008. And guess who that concert was? Kanye West. Round of applause for Kanye West, man. If you like him or not, that was my first concert, and he put on an amazing show. I went with some friends, and we had a blast. Those cheap glasses that he was selling were like $40 a pop, I definitely bought a pair. Don't judge me. But it was a good experience, and like I said, I want to get back to going to and doing things like that. And a concert, I think, would be one of my first things I do. Movie theaters, they opened up at like half capacity or five, something weird. They opened up on March 5th, and the capacity may be like 33%, but it's still something. And I'm excited to go to see a movie. No, there's no movies out right now that I really want to see, but I do want to see Mortal Kombat. That's definitely something I want to see, and I can't wait. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. That's going to be me in the theater screaming Mortal Kombat. So if you're around and if you're in the same theater as me, I apologize. I might actually show up dressed up, actually. Don't judge me if you see me showing dressed up at these movie theater, because I need it. You know, our mental needs it. Our physical needs it. A lot of what's going on in our life needs some normalcy, I think. But as safe as you can. And take the vaccination. I know there's a lot of doubt, but there has been a lot of people who have taken it already, and they seem to be doing fine for the most part. I know you're going to get these random isolated stories about this person, that person, but that's what they are. Just random isolated stories, just like anything else. There's going to be some negative results to a vaccination or some, casualties and things like that. I'm not telling you to do or don't, but I'm also telling you that when things open up, you're probably going to have to show proof that you got the vaccination. If you want to attend NBA games and things like that, that's going to be something you probably need to do. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what we're trending towards. Don't spend those stimmies all in one place, you heard? Don't spend those stimmies all in one place, you heard? Hey, man, and another thing, stop judging people for being excited about getting taxes and stimmies and being stimulated, and who cares? Who cares? It's none of your business. It's none of my business. Let these people do what they want with their money. Let these people be excited about getting money, getting assistance. There's a lot of people fucked up right now. There's a ton of people still fucked up because of this pandemic. Who are we to judge each person's, motive on what they need and what they want to do with their stimulus check? That's none of my business. And if you're not getting one, I'm sorry, also none of my business, Only word of advice I would have is just invest a little bit or all of it into yourself. Whatever you dreamed, whatever you want to do, you can still do it. Invest in yourself, man. That's one thing I've been saying to myself constantly. Invest in yourself, because it'll pay off in the end. And I wholeheartedly agree on that matter. So yeah, back to this everybody is in Miami thing. You know what I mean? You guys are all in Miami. I see it. I was supposed to go to Miami for my birthday, right? And this is the first time I've told this story, and I actually haven't told it to a lot of people, actually. But I had a trip planned to go to Miami in February. Now, my birthday was February 8th. I planned to go to Miami probably like the 11th or something like that was what I originally planned. But COVID had other plans for me. COVID had other plans for your boy. I know what you're thinking. God damn it, they got my boy. Damn it. COVID got my boy. They got my ass. And, I was being careful, but I also wasn't living scared. I went to work every day. I hung out with a couple of friends, close friends, who I would normally hang out with anyway. And COVID got me. I'm pretty sure I got it from work. But here we are, man. And I can say that it was, for me, and again, I'm only speaking for myself, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't bad for me that it's been for other people. But again, there's different strands. There's different, your body reacts differently to certain types of viruses than other people. Everyone's different, right? Me personally, it was shocking, but I felt it, if that makes sense. Take you back in December. I went to get tested for COVID because I felt like I was sick and I had, some symptoms of COVID. And that was in December. I went through the line. I've told this story. I went through the line and they swabbed my nose and, it came back negative, long story short. If you want to hear that story, that's for a different episode. This is episode 14, by the way. Episode 14. Thank you for listening. Wherever you're listening and however you may be listening, I appreciate you. We always got to throw those little weird plugs in, huh? So yeah, I get the negative result back in December. Here we go. We fast forward to February. I'm hanging out, man. It's the weekend. I'm eating some food. And I look around, and it just hit me. Out of nowhere, it just hit me. Something that just smacks you in the face? Like you come to a realization that something's fucked up. Something's wrong here. I'm sitting there, man, and I am eating, and I'm not sure what I'm eating, but I'm going at it, right? I'm eating this food, and I notice I can't taste it. Weird, huh? I'm like, why can't I taste this? Maybe I'm getting like a cold. I've never had my senses be taken away just for a cheeseburger, And it didn't cross my mind, man. So it didn't cross my mind. I actually still was home not quarantining, but I was home for those days that I felt like I had lost my taste. Next day comes around and I have no smell. So now I have no taste and no smell. So now I'm starting to get worried. No taste, no smell. These are sure signs of COVID, right? And this is a weekend. It's the weekend, so I decide this is on a Sunday, that Monday I'm going to go get a test to see if I have COVID or not. That way I'm not putting anyone at risk or risk of exposure or anything of that nature that I would feel guilty on my conscience for. I don't want that on me. I go to the same testing results, or the same testing station, and it feels different when I go through this time. I know last time it was very it was very weird. It was very eerie, I said. This time, there was not a goddamn person in the line. Like, there was not one soul in line. It's like they were just waiting for me. Come on down, Keith. You're the next contestant on the fucking COVID shopping spree or the COVID testing spree. Come on down. I'm like, I'm not feeling it, man. Like I said, my taste and my smell are gone. So I am going through the line again. I'm feeling it. This time when she sticks the cotton swab up my nose, it felt different. And I don't know how to explain it, but a motherfucker felt like he had COVID once that shit went up my nose. I felt like I had COVID the second time they swabbed. And I told my friends, I said, yo, that felt different. It feels like I have COVID. After getting my test for the second time, I'm pretty sure I had COVID. So I quarantine. I don't go to work. I don't go anywhere until I get my results. 2 days later, I'm checking my results every 5 minutes to see if I have COVID. I'm checking it. And when I say every 5 minutes, I mean every 5 minutes. I'm checking it twice. She got to find out who's not yet nice. Hey, now we ain't about to kick no freestyle here. But I'm checking it. I'm up at 3 a.m. looking at it like it's just going to magically update. 3 days of this go on, and I finally get my results. I look at it. I see, the first time it said not detected. I'm not exactly sure what it said the second time, but there was a big-ass green bar, and it said, you were positive or some shit for COVID-19. I almost lost it. There's a stigma out there that, when you have COVID, it's like, ew, get away from me. You're gross. Oh my God. And rightfully so. But it's also a virus. It's not like, you know what I mean? So you kind of keep it to yourself. I told a select few people that I had COVID. But I kept it to myself. You know what I mean? I wasn't like broadcasting and posted all over social media. I was going through it as far as like, bro, like I really have COVID. Like what the hell? I didn't think it could be me. It could be you guys. It could really be you. It was me. So here we go. Fast forward. I get over the results and, I'm distraught. And luckily I was not in contact with anyone in the tracing time. So if you know anything about the contact tracing, it's treacherous and they trace your steps for like the last 2 days, I believe, or 2 days prior to when you started feeling symptomatic. So luckily, like I said, I was wearing my mask wherever I was, and there was no one at risk. But I still, felt weird. I felt weird. Not just my taste and my smell. I felt like everything I was doing was making me hot, But I was still running through my house, playing basketball with my kid ball and dribbling and fine. I felt fine, no respiratory issues. It was just weird that something can just take your senses away out of nowhere. Just like that. It can just wipe away your senses. 2 of your senses gone. Like, what? That got me to thinking, like, what else can this world conjure up for us to, be affected with? What if they have something that takes away your sight temporarily? Can y'all imagine having your sight taken away? Like, can you imagine that? Being blind for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? For me, that's the most scary thing I think I can ever deal with is being not being able to see, being blind. That scares me to death. I'm going to be 100% real. That scares me to death to not be able to see. Imagine if something like that develops. I mean, like I said, they already took 2 senses away with one virus. Insane. Long and behold, I stayed home, stayed in the house. I quarantined. I DoorDashed every day. No contact, of course. And it was hell, to say the least. For someone like me who's very social and who needs to be out going to the gym and doing things, it was hell. I'm not going to lie, it was hell. But I did it. I went through it. I quarantined for 10 days. After 2 or 3 days, do you know the feeling of putting a bottle of hand sanitizer to your nose and not being able to smell? Do you guys know that feeling? Because that's the feeling I had. I had a bottle of hand sanitizer to my nose and I could not smell it to save my life. It's insane, right? And I did my due diligence. I looked online. I looked at what helped other people get their senses back faster. I mean, some people go 7 months without having taste or smell. Imagine that. Imagine 7 months without tasting or smelling. That shit would be hell. I don't know about you guys, but that shit will be absolute hell. Luckily for me, it was only 3 days. And some people still haven't got their taste back or their smell. And it's been, whenever they first caught it could be a year and they still haven't got it back. Like, I don't know if I would have confidence that I would ever have my taste and smell back. Think about you never having your taste or smell back ever for the rest of your life. I'm going to give you a second to think about that. That's wild, man. It makes me nervous to what's out there. What else can they conjure up again, like I said, to affect us? Anyway, I got through it. Like I said, by the grace of God, I had very mild symptoms. I was able to recover. I haven't had any lingering issues. One thing I'll say is I did a lot of sea moss. I was taking sea moss every day. I was breathing in essential oils from a diffuser. So make sure you do that. I had a diffuser and I was taking that in as well. You should very well do the same. I heard it helps. I think 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 was what I was taking as far as what I was breathing in, and I had my nose right over it. Take your vitamins, do all that stuff. It helps. And I think that's why I got my taste and smell back so fast compared to some other people. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that I had COVID. I'm still here. I'm waving. I'm still here. I had COVID. It is no game. Like I said, it took away 2 of my senses just like that. Be careful. If you do have mild symptoms, that doesn't mean everyone else will. Just be kind and courteous, man. That's all we ask. We always ask that, right? Just be kind. Just be courteous. All right. Back to business. Back to business on the real talk here. So I see all you guys in Miami, right? I see y'all out there, and I was not able to go because of my COVID situation. But I'm rescheduling another date. Shh, don't tell nobody. Because I'm going to be out there. I don't care what nobody say. It's almost making me, a little bit, it's almost turning me off a little bit. You ever been turned off to something? it's almost turning me off a little bit because I see so many people there. There's so many of you guys that I know on my Snapchat, on my social media that are there right now. I almost want to go somewhere else. Where else should I go, guys? Where have you guys been? I like the feedback. Give me some feedback, you guys, when I drop the episodes and you comment and you post it, which I love. Please, 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 if you do listen to this, please post an image of the episode and I'll share it. It goes a long way for me and I really do appreciate it. But guys, where else should I go? Out of the country? I'm terrified to get out of the country. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta get over my fear someday. Canada, though, actually. Shout out to Canada. I would love to go to Canada. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to go to Canada. I don't think that really classifies as any vacation though, does it? I mean, it's cold as fuck there. Yeah, I'll probably just go when it's warm out. That makes sense, right? But yeah, I see y'all out there in Miami doing your thing. And I was wondering, so I was like, why is everyone in Miami for some reason? There's been a lot of people going to Miami. And I was like, I wonder why. A lot of females, actually, more than men. So I had some friends hit me up and tell me. I didn't ask, but I was commenting on the Miami thing. I'm like, wow, everyone's out there. What's going on? On 3 different occasions, probably in the last week, I've had people tell me that they went out there to get something done on their bodies. They went out there to get work done on their bodies. Now listen here and listen good. I support anybody who's doing anything to enhance their confidence. And if that's by enhancing your features or picking features that are desirable to you, I'm all for that. Get your confidence up. It's probably one of the most important things you can have in life. Use it in the right way. So ladies, get whatever you need to get done. The BBL, the lips, the boobs, the booty. Get it. Because I promise you, ladies, us males are still gonna be here. We're gonna be here regardless. We're gonna be here admiring your beauty, giving you compliments, taking care of you, showing you how much we love and support you, bigging you up, showing you that you guys are the most important things that the universe has ever conjured up. That's the 3rd time I've said conjure, 4th on this episode. No more. But in all seriousness, yeah. It was just International Women's Day, and it hit me different. If you do know me, you do know that my mom has passed away. She's been passed away for about 5-6 years now. And she taught me a lot of life lessons. My grandmother as well. My grandmother passed away last year. And these 2 women taught me a lot about being a man, if that makes sense. My dad was highly influential into my life and still is. I appreciate him so much. But a lot of my lessons, my mom and my grandmother taught me. My dad, of course, taught me how to be a man and how to, to lead and to take advice and to take charge and to, do things that you're supposed to do as a good human being. But my grandmother and my mom taught me a lot. A lot of the emotional sides, a lot of lifelong lessons that I use to this day. Be kind to each other. Treat others like you would like to be treated, which is, the number 1 rule, the golden rule. I've definitely used that a big time in my life, and it's definitely got me places. So shout out to all the ladies. Shout out to all the ladies. For International Women's Day, we love you. We appreciate you. I don't say this just to say it. You guys are the foundation of life. You're the foundation of this world. Without you, we would be lost. It's time that you guys get everything that you deserve and that you've worked for so many years. And I love to see it start to come to fruition. Love you, ladies. But again, back to this, though. So, I always got to mix in some comedy with some real stuff, right? That's what this podcast is about. That's what we do here. I think that's why you guys mess with me. We're already 30 minutes in, man. I'm not going to get too far on this episode, huh? So, everybody in Miami getting their stuff done, their lips done, their teeth done, their hair done. Shit, I'm thinking about going out there and getting my teeth done and getting my my eyebrows raised, some hair plugs, maybe they can insert some abs that I lost over the quarantine from not going to the gym or not running outside. You think they can give me some abs? Hey, YouTube, I was about to raise up my shirt, but nah, I ain't. We can't do that right now. I'm not in the right form for that. Give me a couple weeks. But ladies, I love how open that you ladies have been about going there to get work done. It's not like you're hiding it, as you shouldn't. I just had no idea that right now Miami is a destination to go get work done on your body. Is there like a discount going on that I'm missing? Like, what's going on? Is it the stimulus? Like, what's going on? Let me know. Ladies, be careful. Be very careful. Some of y'all out there looking to get lips like Beyonce, but then they look like Jay-Z. Y'all went to get lips like Beyonce and came back with lips like Jay-Z. Just be careful, man. That's all I'm asking y'all. Just be careful, please. Bigger is not always better. And that's, yes. When we're doing any of this stuff, when you guys are doing any of these operations, bigger is not always better. You don't got to go too big. Just make it look natural. And again, do what you want. Ladies, I'm not in females' business. I'm not in ladies' business. I'm not in y'all business now. Come on now. But do what makes you happy, but also you don't have to go to the biggest size. Start small, because I think you can go back, right, and get stuff adjusted. Now, ladies, I'm not judging y'all for what y'all doing. So when I go out there and get me my operations, don't be judging me for what I'm doing. Y'all keep that same energy that I'm giving y'all. When I come back with dreads down to my back, teeth big as hell, abs, I got a 25 pack. Make sure y'all not judging me, all right? Make sure y'all not judging me, please. Nah, I'm not going to do none of that. Wink, wink. So if y'all see me in Miami, please don't ask me what I'm doing out there. Because like I said, when I come back with dreads, don't y'all be hating on me, all right? Y'all still show me that love, all right? Hey, man. So one thing that I've seen in the media that I needed to speak on, because I am a space nut. I'm a space nut. If you know me, I love everything outer space. That's my shit. I wish I was born into space, into another galaxy or another universe or something like that. We're just a speck in the grand thing, in the grand scheme of things. We're just a very small speck. I want to be a different speck somewhere else. Let me be a different speck on another universe. You know what I mean? I want to see what's out there, man. So all these news articles, and one of my friends sent it to me, and I had to do my research because I was very skeptical. I was very skeptical about this. Space hotel, right? And it sounds like exactly what you think it is. So from a news article I was reading, it's 50,000 square meters of facility. It will start in 2026. So fairly soon, they're going to start building this thing. It's said that they will be hosting their first passengers visiting the hotel in 2027. Let's go. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me to outer space? Who's coming with me out there to outer space, man? I want to be the first to get on this space hotel. It says when it opens, the rotating hotel will have rooms for up to 440 people. Please let me be one of those 440 people. Please, Lord, let me be one of those 440 people, please. The rotating ring-shaped form will give the station gravity equivalent to 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. That's awesome as well. What that means is there's going to be less gravity. So I'm sure they'll have areas we can go around and float around and shit like that. And get into all types of mischief. You know what it makes me think of? I don't know if you guys ever saw the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and they're in that room, and they drink the fizzy Lipton drink, and Grandpa Joe and Charlie are floating around, and they mess up the contract because they're not supposed to be drinking that stuff, but they almost get killed by the propellers because they float to the top and they got to burp and fart to get their way down. Hold on, man. What kind of theme is that? What kind of storyline is that? You have to burp and fart to save your life? Could y'all do that? Could you burp and fart on command to save your life? Yo, honestly, a good burp can make you feel 3,000 times better. If you can burp when you're not feeling good, stomach issues, whatever, it changes your whole day, man. I wish I could just burp on command. It makes you feel so much better. But yeah, so like they are going to have, I'm sure, areas where you can defy gravity and float around and live your wildest dreams. Just imagine the view, right? Imagine the view of looking out into outer space. The pictures, the moment, living in the moment. I'm sure we'll be able to see Earth. Think about that, man. Think about how special that is, how surreal it will be to look out into outer space and to see everything that you never thought you would see in your lifetime. We can do it in our lifetime, guys. We are able to see these things in our lifetime, so why wouldn't we? I heard a lot of my friends saying, yo, you're crazy, Keith. Why would you ever, KJ? You're crazy, KJ. Why would you ever want to go out into outer space? You're going to die. We're all going to die someday, right? So why can't I be the first? Why can't I be one of the first people to go out into space and stay in a hotel? I'm going to be honest, and I hope they're not listening to this. I hope they're not listening to this. They're going to have to force me to leave. It says that you can stay, I think maybe 4 days or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. How long does it take to get back and forward? Like, are we going to be able to get back? Like, I'm going to try to stay. They're going to have to call. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call to get me out of the space station, the space hotel? You tell me who you going to call. Security? They going to put security out there too? Put me in space jail, goddammit. Take me to jail. Throw away the key. Space jail, not regular jail. Throw me in space jail, man. I'll be out there for all eternity. Next thing we know, there'll be people visiting from other planets to our space station, to our space hotel. You just watch. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about, man. I am really intrigued about this space hotel. I understand people not wanting to go, and I get it. I understand, fine. But I want to go. I did hear, though, that it's $250,000 to go. What the fuck? $250,000 to go. It looks like I'm shoving myself in somebody's suitcase. I'm jumping in somebody's suitcase. I know one of these weird celebrities will be out there, and I'll be able to get myself in there somehow. I'll work my magic. I'll work my magic somehow. But I want to get out there, man. I need to get out there. So in 2027, when I'm still podcasting, and I remind you guys, and I do a podcast episode from space, don't be hating on me now. Don't hate on your boy, all right? Please don't hate on your boy. Because I'm going. Whether y'all like it or not, I'm going to be out there. Isn't that crazy to think about that it's 2021? In 6 years, they're saying we could be in a space hotel. We could be in a space hotel in 6 years. Come on now. Y'all got to give it up for that. Like, what I want to know is, where did this all come from? It just came out of nowhere. It's like COVID, boom, space hotel. COVID, boom, space hotel in 6 years. You would think something like that would take 100 years. Like, they would just start building it now, and then it would be complete in 100 years. How has it happened that it can happen in 6 years? How are we here, man? I mean, it's amazing. but it's scary. It's amazing, but a little scary at the same time. I want to talk about what you guys think about this. So I consider myself as corny, right? I'm a corny motherfucker. And I own it, and I've been called corny since I was like 10 years old. I didn't dress cool. There was nothing cool about this kid. Nothing. Like I said, if you know me, I grew up very poverty-stricken. But I had family. I had my family around me. I grew up in Ohio. We didn't have much, but we made it work, right? I was teased, bullied, all that stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've talked about that before. But it's made me who I am today. I was a foster kid for a couple years, and I ended up moving to New York with my dad. Been through a lot. Don't worry, I'm not about to start crying on the pod or anything. I've dealt with things my own way in life, and mental health is real, and I've actually, acted upon that in the last few years, right? But what do you guys think about the word corny being thrown around? I have some words that I don't think should be used anymore in the English dictionary. They have a negative energy attached to them. Corny is cool. Like I said, I'll take corny. I'm corny all day. I laugh at myself. I make corny jokes. Some of my idols are corny. People call Will Smith corny, and he's my idol. People call Russell Wilson corny, and he's just trying to be a good man. Shaq, they call corny. Justin Bieber. Just a few of the names of some of the people I find, decent people, and they're being labeled as corny, right? I for sure am a corny motherfucker. But I own it. Corny jokes. I am not calculated. I do things very random. You never know what you're going to get when you're hanging out with me. I fly off the handle sometimes in a controlled way. But I think out of the box a lot. If you hang out with me, you'll know that I'm always coming up with these different things on life, different perspectives on life. And they can go off the wall sometimes. But yeah, I was teased for being corny. Oh, you're not this. Just because I didn't act like a lot of the other people, man, I kind of got into my own. I just became my own person. But what is corny? It seems like the people that are corny are a lot of successful people. I mean, everyone I just named on that list is damn near, they're over $100 million. And not to say that success changes the fact that you're corny. But a lot of corny men are successful. Success may not change the fact that you're corny, but a lot of corny men are successful. Russell Wilson is very successful. Shaq is very successful. Justin Bieber, very successful. Will Smith, very successful. So I don't know why some people put a negative energy onto corny. I could be a cornball, yeah. I mean, some people will take it out of, okay, some people do too much, right? It's fake if you're doing too much, I feel like. And you can tell if someone's being fake and being corny. Too corny. There's too corny, right? But just because of a guy takes care of his family and he doesn't do anything that pizzazz, he's not doing anything that wows you or that catches the media's attention or gets him in the headlines, that doesn't mean he's corny. And that's very true in Russell Wilson's case. We need to give Russell Wilson definitely way more, props than we do. The guy takes care of, his kid and another kid from a different relationship. Nothing corny about that. He appreciates his woman. There's nothing corny about that. He seems like a good human being. There's nothing corny about that. So what's corny? What is corny? What is your definition of corny? When I was thinking about this, and I come up with topics, I don't know, there's probably a million on my screen right now. I just pick from whatever. It doesn't matter on any episode. We kind of keep it consistent throughout the episode on what we're talking about, but there's a million things I write down that I talk about. Another word that I hate is boss. Hear me out on this one. Boss has such a negative energy attached to it. You can even You can even, we're potting right now. You can even say that it is attached to, back in the day, slavery. Not just slavery for African Americans, slavery for everyone. The boss has the energy of someone that you have to bow down to, in my opinion. Manager is different, but boss. If someone is your boss, they have rights over you. They have control over you. If someone is your boss, they have control over you. I don't know about you, but I don't like to be controlled. I like the partnership to be mutual, a partnership, whether they are higher up than me or not. Boss just does not have the right feeling for me. Supervisor, okay. Boss, you should not be calling anyone your boss. Unless it's in a relationship and, you guys are having one of those nights where, the boss has to show up and handle boss stuff, When you're having one of those nights where, the boss is needed, you have to show that you're still the boss. And again, that's all playful stuff. But seriously, guys, I don't like boss. I don't like the word boss. Another quote or saying that I don't like is having fun yet. Are you having fun yet? Because 9 times out of 10, when someone is asking you if you are having fun or not, you are not having fun. 9 times out of 10, hold up. 9 times out of 9, if someone asks you if you are having fun yet, you are probably not having fun. No, you're not having fun. Someone comes to your job, whether you work as a cashier, whether you're working as a construction worker, and they throw around that line, having fun yet? In that voice, having fun yet? No, I'm not fucking having fun. Are you stupid? Look at this. I'm not having fun yet. This is awful. I can't wait to go home and get to my family. But you proceed to be in my face asking me, am I having fun yet? When you know damn well I'm not having fun at all. So let's please wipe this saying out of our vocabulary. Having fun yet. Because when someone's actually having fun, you're not questioning if they're having fun yet. You're just having fun with them or noticing them having fun so you don't have to ask. I saw this guy do it to a cashier and it made me cringe because she clearly wasn't having fun. And it was during, the holidays where shopping was insane and he had the nerve to ask this woman, was she having fun yet? Is there anyone else, does that boil your blood? I don't like that. Stop saying, are you having fun? No, motherfucker, I'm not having fun. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nothing fun about this. I want to go home. I'm tired. My feet hurt. I'm sick of dealing with people today. I'm sick of people asking me if I'm having fun yet. I'm over it. I would hop over that counter and So let's get that word out of our vocabulary as well, please. There's a few other words that I want to talk about, but those are the main ones, man. We should not be asking, and we should not be saying that people are smart or stupid, because it's subjective to the person as well. Smart and stupid should also not be in our regular vocabulary. Keep them as words in a dictionary, whatever. But it should not be words that we use just to throw around. Smart is subjective. It's all subjective. And I'm corny as fuck, right? That's subjective as well. It's okay to be corny, fellas. It's okay to be corny, ladies. Let these people be corny. Let me get my big ass teeth. Let me get my fake ass dreads. Let me crack my fake ass. No, my jokes aren't fake. Let me crack my whack jokes. Let me be me. Let me be unapologetically corny, because that's what I am. I beat to my own drum, I don't follow anyone else's lead. I make the worst jokes probably at the worst time. I laugh at myself all the fucking time. This is not just a podcast thing. I laugh at myself all the time, man. I do. And if you if you don't believe that, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Be corny. Be free. Be who you are, man. Because I'm going to. And I'm going to judge you if you're not being yourself. Because I can see it, I feel like. I feel like people who are unapologetically themselves, you can see it when other people are not. Did it take a while for me to get here? Oh, absolutely. It took me years to be comfortable with who I was. It took me years. And I guess I'm not all the way comfortable with myself because it looks like I'll be going to Miami to get my teeth done. Get my 25 pack. Get my dreads. Nah, get a nose reduction or some shit. Like, I got a big ass nose. So I gotta get. Nah, for real, I got a big ass nose. Yeah. Maybe they can do a nose reduction for me. Let me know. Let me know, ladies. If you know anyone that can do nose reductions. I'm kidding, guys. I'm happy with whatever I got going on. Whatever. It is what it is at this point. It's too late. It's too late for me. You know what I mean? I just want you guys seriously to be happy with who you are. Find yourself. Find out who you are, not who you think you should be. Spend time and get to know yourself. Take into account that when all this stuff is going on in the world, you have the opportunity to sit back and say, hey, man, I am going to see who I really am. I'm going to figure out who I really am in this world. What do I have to offer the world? What do I have to offer myself? What do I have to offer my friends? What do I have to offer my family? Leave your legacy. Leave your mark. And don't do that by not being yourself. Because when you're yourself, like I said, everything's natural. It's more natural. Everything just flows, man. People can see it. They can see if you're corny. And they respect you for you being you. I didn't get a lot of respect, though, growing up. They was on my ass, man. They was making fun of me, making jokes, cracking on me, said I couldn't dress, my clothes were horrible. I got no play. I was dead to right, man. I was nothing. And I still, you grow up and, you learn things, but I'm still the same person. That corny kid is still there. I'm a corny motherfucker, but I'm still here, y'all. There's a lot more I want to talk about today, but we are going to save that for another episode because we're coming up on an hour. Jesus, guys, we're up on an hour. It's been a couple weeks, but actually, with this setup, we're going to do more I know. Hear me out. We've said this a few times that we're going to, do more consistent episodes, but I mean it. The setup I have right now, I love. It will be so much more productive for me. I can do so much more now with the setup. I'll be doing some video editing as well, making my videos look much better for you guys. Please, please, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Leave a comment, actually. If you heard this episode, please leave a comment on this video on my YouTube channel, please. Even if you don't listen to the whole YouTube channel or page or episode, just leave a comment. Please and thank you. It does go a long way, guys, and I really do appreciate it. Please follow me on all my socials. It'll be in my link on my Instagram, which is Keith Johnson Jr. Subscribe to my YouTube. We're going to be doing Twitch very soon, so I'll be doing some live streaming. We are working on Patreon, which will give you guys a inside look on some behind the scenes stuff, some stuff that I really can't talk about on the regular podcast. We'll be doing some streaming, some cannabis streaming, possibly, wink, wink, on the Patreon page. I swear that's going to be different. That's going to be a different world. So what Patreon will be is you'll have to subscribe, in a tier. And depending on what tier you subscribe to, you will get extra content and bonus content. This will also be off of merchandise. You'll have a percentage off of merchandise depending on your tier. You'll maybe get a bonus episode, things like that. I'm still playing with, but that's coming. So please make sure you subscribe to my Patreon when that happens. I appreciate all of the support and all of the love, guys. And I don't say this often. I mean, I can't say this enough. I do say this often. that I am so grateful for you guys, and I'm so happy that even one person is listening to me. If one person listens, I feel accomplished. I just get on here and I talk shit about real life, and you guys listen, and I love it. I fucking love it. And I'm going to continue. We're going to continue to grow together. This is us. This is not me. This is us. We can't do any numbers without you guys. We did last episode, I think it did 2,100 in the first week, which is a top 2% podcast. You know, and we're not famous. We're just a regular old motherfucker sitting in the room talking in the mic. So we did those numbers. And like I said, it's top 2%, top 1%, something like that. That's amazing. I hope this episode does more. We're at like 55 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Hey, enjoy the weather, but don't enjoy it too much. We're not there yet. It's not summertime. We're gonna get a couple good days, and then we're gonna be back to cold. Especially if you're in New York like I am. Yeah, we're gonna get back to this cold weather stuff. So please, guys, be kind to each other. Take risk. Find your inner self. Be who you are. Don't let anyone tell you that you're wrong for being who you are, unless you're a complete piece of shit. Find your way. Find your way in this world, because we're all trying to do that. Don't judge someone for trying to find their way. We all operate at different, speeds and levels. We will get there as long as you give yourself a chance to get there. Find out who you are. That's my last words for this episode 14. Thank you for listening to the What's That Noise podcast. I'm your host, KJ. Yo, you guys have a beautiful rest of your afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this. I love you guys. I'm definitely coming back with a podcast next week. You heard it first. We're going to start doing once a week. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. I love you. Have a good day.